So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup do's and don'ts. So pretty much, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this video on YouTube before, but I'm just going to be sharing with you guys kind of more of the do's in makeup and kind of more the don'ts in makeup. But you can definitely do your makeup however you want to do it. It is your face, so you can do it however you want. If you want to make it look crazy, do it however you want to do it. But I just wanted to do the video just to kind of help you guys out a little bit. And trust me, I have made these mistakes in the past, and even kind of recently I've made some of these mistakes. So it's perfectly fine if you had made some of these mistakes, but these are just some of the ones that I've learned recently. And yes, and also, do you guys like this background? I'm actually not even in my bedroom, I'm in my sister's bedroom. But she has really good lighting right now, and then with my little light, the lighting just looks really good. There might be a little bit of a shadow, but I don't know, I kind of like this background. I feel like I might just stick to my vanity, but I just need to get some better lighting, that way it looks better. And I'm also sitting on a chair, so if you hear that noise, I'm sorry. But this isn't going to be like a permanent background, so I'm going to let you guys know that. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you do like it, and also don't forget to subscribe, really, because I have some pretty cool videos coming up, so you should subscribe. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right on to the video. Okay, so this side of my face is going to be the do side, and then the other side of my face is going to be the don't side. So the left is a do, and the right side is a don't. So for the do, the first do is to prime your face. Priming your face is actually really important because it's going to make your makeup look better, and it's going to make it last longer. And then for the don't side, I did not prime my face, which is kind of not really the thing you're going to want to do. So then for foundation, I'm going in with this Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. I believe this is in the shade Soft Beige. I applied way too much. But applying a foundation that matches about the shade of your neck is really important, and you don't want it to be too orange or dark or anything like that. And also, I think blending it out with a beauty blender or a brush is a really good option, and then also blending it down to your neck. So that is really important. And then for a don't, I'm using this really old Benefit foundation, and honestly, really a don't is to apply foundation with your fingers. It's just not gonna look good. And also, this foundation, like, I don't even know, it's so old, and I didn't have like a really dark foundation. So just imagine this foundation being really dark. Honestly, just a really dark foundation or foundation that really just doesn't blend out good isn't gonna be the right one for you. So then for concealer for the do, I'm just applying it in a little mini triangle underneath my eyes. A little mini triangle is going to conceal, but it's also going to brighten. And then blending it out with your beauty blender is also going to help as well. I prefer the beauty blender over a brush. I just think it works better. And then for the don't side, I'm just applying the concealer directly underneath my eyes. You do not want to do this because it is not going to brighten, and it's not going to conceal as good either. And yeah, it's just not really what you're going to want to do. And also, I wouldn't really recommend blending concealer out with your fingers. You can definitely do that as a cheaper alternative, but I just wouldn't really recommend it. And then for setting your under eyes, for the do side, I set my under eyes because that is really important. It's just going to make sure that the concealer will not crease. And then for the don't side, I did not set my under eyes. And then for the brows, I'm using this LA Colors Brow Kit, and I'm just picking up the lightest shade, which is very important for my shade of brow, just because you really don't want to pick up a super duper dark shade because it's just going to look very unnatural. And I'm just starting from the more beginning point of my brow to the end point. And then for a don't, just using a super duper dark eyebrow color, and then also just applying it really messily is a pretty big don't. As you can tell, I just kind of, I don't know, it didn't look too different, but you get the point. I also feel like I'm talking like really fast and not getting the right words. But anyway, so for the do is to prime your eyeshadow, and the don't is to not prime. It's always important to prime because it's just going to make the eyeshadow look better. And then for eyeshadow, I didn't really do too much with the eyes for the do's and don'ts, but I'm just picking up a light brown color and applying that into the crease. And then for a don't, I'm just first of all using the wrong brush and picking up a really dark shade for the crease. It's really important just to use a nice light shade, which is going to help everything kind of look better. And then for the do side, I'm just picking up a darker brown color and just applying that to the outer V. It's just going to make it a little bit darker, but it's not going to make it like too much or anything like that. And then for the don't side, I'm just picking up that black color, and I just like messily applied it. I just kind of went a little crazy with it. I kind of exaggerated just a little bit. I know the don't eyeshadow didn't look like horrible. I mean, it looked really bad, but it didn't look like horrible, but I didn't really want to like exaggerate too much. But then for the do, I'm just applying a nice light shimmery color on my lid. It's just a nice, really natural look, which is what I prefer to do. And then for the don't, I'm just using a purple shade. I don't even know. I just kind of went a little crazy with the don't side and just mixed a bunch of different colors, which if you're going to be applying eyeshadow, you need to make sure you plan out what you're going to do. And I did skip liner for this video just because I do feel like I'm still learning how to do liner, so I didn't really think I was personally able to teach you guys. But then for mascara, I really feel like there really isn't, like, you know, too many do's and don'ts, so I just applied regular mascara. Okay, so now onto contour. So as you can tell, this looks absolutely horrendous, but the don't is to honestly just apply it really messily and not even care. I really like this Rimmel palette, but the shade is way too dark, so applying a super duper dark shade and then just applying it really bad is definitely a don't. But for a do, I'm using a more lighter shade, which is going to go better with my skin tone. This is the e.l.f. Contour Palette, and I'm going to be mixing those two shades right there. And I'm going to be starting right there from that bone. You feel that bone right there on, not on, what am I saying, right below your ear. Starting from that point and just going halfway is where you're really going to want to contour. And also just using a nice lighter shade is going to be a little bit better because you don't want to use like a poopy shade, if you know what I mean. So I personally just prefer to use more lighter shades because I think it looks better, but just whatever you want to do. So then for blush, I am going in with this bright hot pink color and I'm applying it to my cheeks. First of all, a really bright hot pink color is not really what you're going to want to go for, especially a color like this, and also smiling when you apply a blush. I actually just realized this, but a do is to actually not smile when you apply blush and to apply it a little bit more higher and not exactly to the apples of your cheeks. Okay, so now for highlighter, the don't is to apply it really high up and pretty much where your eyeball is. You really don't want it to be that high up or it's just going to look kind of bad. But for the do is to apply it more towards the high points of your cheeks and also more towards the bottom as well. But honestly, I feel like there really isn't that many don'ts to highlighter, just as long as it's popping. I think that's pretty much all that matters. And then for the lips, I'm just going to be lining them. So for the do side, I'm just going a little bit over. You don't want to go like too over, so I just went a little bit over. And you definitely don't have to line your lips if you don't want to. But then for the don't side, I just applied it really messily and just went way over. Also, I do not have the do, and for the lipstick, I did not realize that when I filmed this, it wasn't recording. So for the do for lipstick is just to apply a nice color that goes good with the look, because I feel like lipstick can honestly just kind of tie the look together. So I'm so sorry that did not record, but for the don't is honestly just to apply the wrong lip color and to apply it messily. Obviously, I went a little overboard and it looked like a little 5-year-old did it, but yeah. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup do's and don'ts plus tips. I look absolutely crazy right now because one side of my face looks horrendous and the other side looks already good. My lips actually look like very crazy right now. I do want to mention I'm very sorry that the lighting got kind of dark towards the end of this video. I do have like a little light that I'm using, but I was also using natural light as well, and that really made the video look bright, and now it looks really dark, so probably a little over halfway it started getting a little dark, so I am very sorry about that. And also my hair looks really greasy, so I'm also very sorry about that as well. I hope you weren't paying attention too much to my hair, but more to my face. But yeah, the do side is a very natural, more kind of look. I really wanted to do it a little bit more intense, but it just ended up being natural like everything else makeup related in my life. And this side is supposed to be like, I don't even know, it just looks absolutely crazy. As you can tell, it's crazy. So I do know that I exaggerated quite a bit. I feel like nobody would really do anything like this, and my dark circles are still peeping through, which makes me really mad, but I kind of have like bad dark circles, so they always peep through. But anyway, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys maybe learned something. Yeah, I just look crazy right now, so I don't want this outro to be too long. But don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.